Noong nalaman nila na may psoriasis ako, sabi nila, galis yan.
Sabi nila baka nanunuraw ako. Kakalaro ko sa labas ng bahay.
Sabi nila baka may nakain lang daw ako na hindi maganda.
Sabi nila, sa hangin daw ito nakukuha. Mawawala rin daw to.
Sabi nila, gamitin mo ito. Magsabon ka nito. Uminom ka nito. Gagaling ka.
Sabi nila, mag-sweater na lang daw ako para walang makakita.
Sabi nila, lumayo ako. Baka nakakahawa yung balat ko.
Sabi nila, hanggang dito na lang kami.
Sabi nila, wala raw akong kasama sa labang ito. Sabi ko, nandyan kayo. Panahon na para maitama lahat ng sabi-sabi mo. Kami naman ang pakinggan niyo.
Psoriatic disease is more than skin deep. Now the world has come together to fight psoriatic disease in all its complexity. We are united to change the lives of millions living with psoriatic disease. In 2014, all UN nations made a unanimous commitment to tackle psoriasis and aid people living with psoriatic disease. But 7 years later, we have yet to see widespread action, and people with psoriatic disease are still suffering. That is why IFPA is spearheading a World Psoriasis Day petition. By getting involved now, you can spark action. More than promises, we demand progress. You can make a genuine impact on the lives of people living with psoriatic disease all over the world. Join our fight today. Sign the World Psoriasis Day petition to challenge your government to deliver breakthroughs in multidisciplinary care and equal access to treatment. Demand change in the perception of psoriatic disease among the medical community. Stop stigma and fight for everyone living with every kind of psoriatic disease. 1 in 3 people still believe that psoriatic disease only affects the skin, but psoriatic disease affects the whole body, from the joints to the heart to mental health. Patients must be informed about the consequences of psoriatic disease and empowered to seek support from knowledgeable doctors. This is not a cosmetic issue. It is a serious disease. On average, people see 3 different medical professionals before getting a treatment that works. Everyone with psoriatic disease deserves an affordable, safe, and effective treatment plan that embraces the whole person, not just one symptom. 4 in 5 people with psoriatic disease have faced stigma and discrimination due to their condition. We say no. Speak up for people living with psoriatic disease. This is the power of World Psoriasis Day. Together, we join forces to raise awareness and drive progress. The time to act is now. We are done waiting for change. It's time to get loud and demand a more educated world that knows what psoriatic disease is, how to combat it, and how to love people who live with psoriatic disease. Sign IFPA's World Psoriasis Day petition online at www.psoriasisday.org and join our fighting spirit.
Hello everyone. Happy happy Sabado night and Saturday once again. Coach Cheya, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Hello sa mga Sorfield Weekenders. Welcome to our Season 2, episode 5.
Five.
Yes, episode
Yeah.
5 na ng season 2 of Weekends with Sorphil.
Alright, pakilala muna tayo. We are your host for tonight. My name is Coach TJ and together with me, ang napakahusay na Sir Coach, Coach Cheya.
Cheya, Cunanan. Yes, hello. Ayan. Na-miss ko ito. Medyo matagal akong tayong nawala. Mga 3 months, no?
Yep.
And then bumalik na. Tapos first ko ulit this season.
Nice. Coach Cheya, ano nga ba ang ating topic for tonight?
Okay, maganda. Makakabuti at makakatulong to sa buong psoriasis community. We will be talking today about Philippine Psoriasis Registry. Okay?
Nice.
So, ang hashtag, ang ating official hashtag, nakikita niyo po sa screen ngayon, ay hashtag WWP Psoriasis
Registry. Nice. I love this topic. Alam mo, psoriasis registry is one thing na parang ang tagal na natin itong hinintay sa community natin, Coach Cheya, right?
That's true, yes. Matagal natin itong inabangan. Tsaka talagang makakabuti sa atin ito. Kaya I'm very interested to hear what our guests will be sharing with us today about this. Just how important is it, di ba? And bakit tayo kailangan magsama-sama and we need to participate actively in not just by ourselves but also to encourage other people with psoriasis to participate. So, malalaman natin yung iba't ibang processes, steps, kung paano natin to paano magre-register basically, right?
Yes. Kasi for my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, parang wala pang any patient support group or organization yung may ganitong registry. No? Parang, I don't know if it's first for psoriasis. I mean, for all the psoriasis organizations sa buong mundo, meron na bang psoriasis registry ang ibang bansa? Maybe meron, no? Pero dito sa Pilipinas, yung ibang sakit, meron ba sila ng ganitong registry? Mamaya baka pwede natin pag-usapan yun, Coach Cheya. And you know what? We actually celebrated World Health Day last April 7. Kaya naman very timely yung topic natin tonight.
No, yes, that's true. Talagang marami tayong celebrations about health ngayong week na to. So that was just last Tuesday, World Health Day. Tapos ngayon pinag-uusapan naman natin yung Psoriasis Registry.
Yeah. So bago muna nating pag-usapan yung ating topic for tonight, let us all remember itong global petition na sinusulong ng International Federation of Psoriasis Association na we are challenging every government to come up with a program supporting people with psoriasis. At maganda nga na dito sa Pilipinas, we have Psoriasis Philippines na siyang nagpapasimuno ng mga hakbang para magkaroon ang gobyerno ng mga programa para sa mga may psoriasis. We come up with a local I Support Psoriasis Bill, itong ating signature campaign na we actually rolled out last year during the WPD celebration. And other than that, I've mentioned about psoriasis bill. Ano na nga ba yung pinaka-latest, Coach Cheya, about our bill?
Pinaka-latest ay noong January 3, 2022, Senator Risa Ontiveros filed the Senate Bill number 2469, also known as National Psoriasis Care Program Act. So kumbaga, nandun na tayo sa step na yon, malapit na, konti na lang, pero kailangan ng tuloy-tuloy na pagsuporta ng lahat. Oo.
Correct.
Pa rin tayo naglalaban at nagdarasal na ma-approve to ng ating mga leaders para sa pag-lobby ng psoriasis bill at talagang tuloy-tuloy na siyang mapirmahan and maging bill na
ganap na batas. Balikan lang natin, no, late last year, we were able to penetrate the House of Congress. Of course, sa pangunguna ng ating kasangga doon, ang isang congresswoman from from Quezon province rather, si Congresswoman Angelina Helen Tan. Siya po yung nag-file ng House Bill resolution sa Congress, and ito nga, binanggit ni Coach Cheya, early January ng 2022, nagkaroon naman ng Senate version. So, magandang pangitain na ito na, napag-uusapan na ng ating mga mambabatas. So, hindi man agad-agad na naisusulong o nagiging ganap na batas, well, ganoon naman talaga dito sa Pilipinas. Dadaan talaga tayo sa butas ng karayom. Pero ang pinaka-importante, nandun na tayo. Napapasok na natin itong mga government agency na to at naririnig na ng mga mambabatas yung ating hinaing. So, Coach Cheya, paano ba makakatulong ang psoriasis community para sa mga sinusulong natin mga programa katulad nitong psoriasis bill?
Well, yung una sa lahat, kailangan tayong lahat siguraduhin natin nakapag-sign up na tayo sa signature campaign dito sa psoriasisbill.org.ph. So, kailangan fill up, pumunta tayo dyan lahat at mag-fill out. Hindi lang mga may psoriasis, pati ating mga pamilya and friends. Let's all sign this petition para dumaming mga nagsusupport, di ba? At mas mapakinggan tayo. Mas maging loud yung voice natin.
Mas marami tayong kasangga, katunggali, mas maipapanalo natin itong laban na ito. And speaking of mag-ingay tayo, let us use our social media account. So paano ba natin magagamit yung mga social media account natin? Coach Cheya?
So meron tayong Twitter account @sorphil. And whenever we post about psoriasis, about our experiences, or just about supporting this bill, no? We can use these hashtags kasi tinatrack natin yan eh. Yung psoriasis bill now na, hashtag freedom from psoriasis, hashtag freedom for 2 million Filipinos, and hashtag freedom for 2M. Any of those you can use. And mind you even if you're posting about like just your experience as a psoriasis patient, you can use these hashtags para lang talagang mapag-usapan siya. At alam ko marami na rin nagti-TikTok. Coach TJ, pwede rin magamit yan sa TikTok?
Exactly. Actually, napaka-powerful nitong TikTok na to. No? Dati hindi ako makarelate sa TikTok pero recently parang kinakabog niya ang ibang mga social media platform including Facebook and Instagram. Itong si TikTok parang siya na yung nagiging parang new leader ng social platform ng mga kabataan lalo, no? Kaya let's also penetrate TikTok. We also have our account. Psoriasis Philippines has our own account sa TikTok. So if you have any mga content na gusto nyong i-provide regarding your psoriasis journey, pwede nyo po yung gamitin sa TikTok. You can also use the same hashtag na meron po tayo sa Twitter.
Yan.
So ayun mag-ingay tayo.
Yes. So yung mga content creators po dyan, iniengganyo namin kayo na gumawa ng content para mapag-usapan lalo itong psoriasis bill. At yung mga followers naman lang po dyan kagaya ko na hindi gumagawa ng content pero parating nagsispend ng hours on TikTok and Twitter, like at share nyo na lang po yung ating mga content para lang po, ang importante lang naman talaga is makagawa tayo ng ingay and lumakas yung ating boses bilang community. Yes.
Speaking of ingay, Coach Cheya, remember yung ating pangmalakasan na video campaign during the WPD celebration last year, yung video campaign natin with Moira de la Torre. Talagang nag-ingay siya, no? How many hundreds of thousands ba yung ating na-provide sa iba't ibang mga social media platform. And we are doing that. And we are doing that not simply because gusto lang nating mag-ingay or magpapansin. But remember, we have a patient rescue program. Ang pinaka-heart and soul ng ating organization, ng ating advocacy. Paano ba makakatulong, Coach Cheya, ang community and the rest ng mga Filipino citizen para sa ating patient rescue program?
Yes, so yung patient rescue program, para lang bigyan ko rin ng konting intro naman, yung hindi lang, ito yung mga tuwing nakakakita tayo ng mga kasama natin sa community na may psoriasis or maski hindi natin sila kasama sa community pero naririnig natin na hirap sila sa kondisyon nila, may mga pangangailangan sila, nakakalapit tayo at natutulungan natin sila. Pero for, para i-connect natin sila sa doctors, nakakatulong tayo sa mga like wheelchairs or some kind of assistance. Pero para po matuloy-tuloy itong programa na to at mas marami pa tayong mga matulungan na mga nangangailangan, meron po tayong mga ways to donate. Ayan po, i-share ngayon natin sa screen. Pwede po kayong mag-donate yan through BDO, Paymaya, PayPal, GCash. Screenshot nyo na po itong screen na to para hindi nyo makalimutan. So kung medyo nakakaabante naman po tayo sa buhay or nakakaangat, bakit po hindi tayo mag-share? No amount is too small. Lahat po pag pinagsama-sama natin, di ba TJ? Pag pinagsama-sama natin, magugulat na lang tayo, lalaki yan. At marami
Actually,
na po
yes. Ang daming nagdo-donate sa atin ng medyo minimal amount lang, no? Pero nagugulat tayo because we were able to provide ng napakalaking halaga na ibabahagi natin sa ating mga kabalat. Lalo na yung mga severe psoriasis patient natin. Remember, Sorfield doesn't receive any grant or assistance from the government. Wala po tayong natatanggap na any financial assistance sa gobyerno. And yet, we have patient rescue program na sabi nga quite ambitious but actually amazing and ang dami na pong natulungan itong programa na ito. It's an advocacy led by patient for co-patient, di ba? Nakakatawa po, Cheya.
Tayo rin nagtutulungan, di ba?
Yes, puro mga volunteers. At ang tinutulungan, kapwa din mga kabalat.
Yes. Kaya napakalaking bagay po. Again, baka pwede natin show uli sa screen doon sa mga hindi nakaano kanina. Yan. Screenshot nyo na po. No amount is too small. Maski po, walang magja-judge. Pero yun nga po, medyo may extra naman po tayo, mag-share po tayo. And meron pa tayong isang way of contributing to this patient Sorfield rescue program, which is Weekends with Sorfield Tumbler for a Cause. Coach TJ, ano ba to?
Kaya katulad nga lang sabi ni Coach Cheya, kung medyo nakakaluwag-luwag po kayo sa buhay and you can afford to donate a minimum 1,000 pesos to us, Sorfield and the Weekend with Sorfield will be providing you a token of appreciation with this tumbler. Ito pang aming limited edition na WWP tumbler na pwede nyo pong magamit sa inyong mga hot and cold beverages. So, para lang po ito sa medyo galante at nakakaluwag-luwag sa buhay. It doesn't mean po na ang minimum amount na tinatanggap namin ay 1,000. Hindi po siya ganon. So, ayan. Meron nga po kami kasabihan dito. Nakatulong ka na, nagka-tumbler ka pa. Ayun.
Yes. Diba?
And Coach Cheya, meron pang isang option, no?
Oo nga, meron pa. Ano pa yun? Yan ba yung t-shirt?
Yes.
Yes. So, meron pa tayo mga available na t-shirts. So, nilabas to last year, 2021, yung United Shirts. It's available for a minimum of 350 pesos. Yung proceeds niyan po ay mapupunta rin sa ating Sorfield Patient Rescue Program. So kung gusto niyo po ito, pwede niyo suotin sa mga events, sa mga activities, or maski sa normal everyday, di ba? Nakatulong ka na, may t-shirt ka pa.
Correct. And also, just to remind everyone, yung t-shirt po na yun po yung team ng aming WPD or World Psoriasis Day celebration last year. So please watch out po sa ilalabas po namin na bagong design para naman po sa WPD celebration for this year. And we are hoping na sana nga po ay magdire-diretso na po itong ating face-to-face meet-up at hindi na po maging virtual ang WPD celebration natin. Di ba, Coach Cheya?
Yes, Coach TJ, exactly. Coach, bago tayo mag-proceed, gusto ko lang mag-hi uli sa lahat ng ating viewers sa YouTube ngayon. Hello! Andyan nag-hi sa atin sa comment section. Si Coach Evelyn, hi! Coach Chris, Coach Jeff, Ate Milu, Coach Milu. Hello to everyone. And we would like to encourage you to continue using the comments box kung meron po kayong pagbate or kaya merong may birthday, pwede nating batiin later. Parang TV show lang, di ba? And yes, yung mga kung saan kayo nandoon ngayon, anong ginagawa nyo at nasan kayo, type it sa comment section. Yan. we are encouraging interaction through our comment section para naman hindi kami lonely na kami lang yung nagsasalita.
Oo nga.
Yes.
And just to remind yung ating mga latecomers sa ating YouTube channel, kayo po ay nakatutok pa rin sa Weekends with Sorfil at ang ganda po ng ating topic tonight because it's all about Philippine Psoriasis Registry. For sure, hindi ito yung first time na narinig nyo ang Registry for Psoriasis dahil matagal na po natin yan na naawit or pinagdadasal na sana magkaroon because every time we had a dialogue or communication with the government, lagi nilang tinatanong ilan ba yung numbers nyo? Ilan ba yung population ng psoriasis sa Philippines, 'di ba? It's quite funny because dapat si government yung nagpo-provide ng registry and yet they are asking this information sa ating mga patient support group. So here are ating mga mabubuting mga doctors na talaga namang they are listening to us. Kaya ayan, sila na po yung nanguna sa ating tinatawag na Philippine Psoriasis Registry. And yan po ang ating pag-uusapan tonight.
Yun. So kung meron po kayong mga questions, halimbawa, yung mga hindi pa nakaka-sign up, baka may tanong kayo or yung mga concerns nyo about signing up, please put it on the comments box and we will read them and answer them today. We have guests ngayon na mag-share sa atin ng pating background, yung history, and answer the questions.
Coach Cheya, no, baka lang magtanong ang ating mga viewers online, ano ba yung purpose ng registry? Paano ba sila magiging part ng registry? At ano yung ini-aim nitong psoriasis registry na to? So, that's exactly what we want to provide sa ating mga viewers tonight. Kaya, one reason po na kailangan nyo pong subaybayan at medyo bigatin po ang ating guest for tonight, Coach Cheya, right?
Yes. Nako, napaka-special natin because nag-yes sila to be our guest today. Yan. Ngayon na ba? Papatagalin pa ba natin to? Pwede na. Hindi, bago lang tayo proceed to introducing our guests. Nakita ko yung comment ni Jeff sa Coco. It's Happy Kagitingan Day daw yan to all magigiting for patients. O nga pala, ngayon para araw ng
Valor Day ba?
Holiday. Oo, nakalimutan ko. Kasi Saturday na holiday, di ba? Sayang.
Oo nga.
Pero yan, oo. So, araw ng kagitingan.
Ayan. Actually,
Alright.
bago tayo marry tonight, Coach Cheya, medyo kanina nagtataka ako na, hala, may manunood ba sa atin tonight? Kaliwat kanan po ang mga people's rally everywhere sa buong Pilipinas. Alam nyo na, election campaign. But we will not gonna be discussing elections here. Pero ayun nga, nakakatuwa kasi I'm checking our YouTube channel right now. Meron namang nanunood kahit pa paano.
Nice.
Thank you so much sa ating mga avid viewers. And for sure, no, ito lang yung napapansin ko, Coach Cheya, hindi ganun kataas ang ating engagement live. Pero right after ng ating live viewing, medyo tumataas yung views pa rin, no? Kasi siguro lang yung time is not available for them to watch us live. Kaya medyo late nila tayo pinapanood. Kaya for that, sa lahat ng mga kabalat at sa supporters ng Weekend with Sorfil, thank you so much po sa patuloy na pag-support ng aming channel.
And doon naman po sa mga nanonood ng live, pwede rin po nating i-share yung ating mga links sa previous episodes or sa current episode para rin makatulong sa iba na, hindi nila lang na-catch na live, diba? Kasi andyan lang naman po yan. Okay, so, Coach TJ, hindi natin itong patagalin. Yes, we're ready to introduce. We have with us today 3 guest speakers na talagang sasagutin nila lahat ng ating katanungan tungkol sa Sorfil Registry. And in the end, they will tell us kung bakit ito importante at paano makaka-impact ito sa ating community. So first of all, we have with us Miss Hanna Diaz. She is the head of operations in VMV Skin Research Center and Clinics, or also known as VSRC. And she has been with the company for 4 years now and started as part of the customer relations and marketing team. Ayan, nasa screen na po siya. She leads the management of the research and coordination of this project. She coordinates with patient groups like Sorfil, the hospitals, the clinics, and the various stakeholders para maging successful itong ating registry project. Hi, Miss Hanna!
Hello. Hello po. Good
Magandang
evening.
gabi po, Miss Hanna.
Magandang gabi
Yeah.
po.
Thanks for having us tonight.
Yes,
And Coach
thank you.
Cheya.
Thank you also for having us.
Yes.
Sorry.
So,
Coach
in
Cheya,
this-
also please do the honor of introducing our next guest.
our next guest, ayan. Napakaswerte rin po natin na makasama today si Dr. Fendi E.J. Bautista. She is currently a dermatology resident at the Skin and Cancer Foundation, Inc. She's a graduate or a postgraduate of medical internship from the University of the East, Ramon Magsaysay Medical Center or UERMMC. And she completed her Doctor of Medicine also at the University of the East, RMMC. So she is one of the doctors who actively assists and interviews patients who are registering for this project. Yeah. So welcome, Dr. Fendi E.J. Bautista.
Thank you very much. Hi! Thank you very much for the kind introduction, Cheya. So good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Fendi Bautista, third year resident of the Skin and Cancer Foundation Incorporated, and it is truly my pleasure to be here to talk about a very special and important topic, which is the Philippine Psoriasis Registry. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Dr. Fendi, for being with us tonight. Ayan. Coach Cheya, do we have the other guest that we have tonight?
Yes, yung
Dito na ba siya?
sa tipong special guest, hinihintay pa po
Yeah.
natin. Pero pagtsikahan po muna tayo, Doc Fendi, Miss Hanna, habang naghihintay po tayo dyan sa ating third guest. How has your experience been po? I mean, I can't say the pandemic is over, but we're slowly going back to normal. How has it been for you? Back at the offices, back at the clinics? Baka naman po pwede nyo kaming kwentuhan ng inyong mga unique experiences.
Yeah. Unahin natin si Miss Hanna Diaz.
Yes. For us in VSRC, we never halted operations. So when the pandemic started, we offered a new business unit, which is teleconsultations. So we are still able to cater to patients through teleconsultations pa rin. So hindi talaga kami totally nagsara. I think if there's one thing na I could describe how I was during this pandemic, really it's survival and being intentional, because we were all pushed to the edge during this time talaga, regardless of where we are, of who we are, our life status, religion, culture. So it really showed us the way of humanity. But it also made me appreciate everything that I used to take for granted before, like, having morning coffee with my office mates. Kasi, di ba, lahat work from home na, so you just make your own coffee at home. Wala ka nang kachika in the morning. Going to church every Sunday because everything is online na, live streaming. Those simple things now meant a lot to me. It made me really look at the world in a different light, and I've became more intentional talaga with my time and how and who I spend it with, my habits and my choices. And with VSRC and VMV hypoallergenics, we continue our mission to save the world's skin talaga. We never stop that.
Love that. Intentional. Love that word.
Oo nga. Thank you so much, Miss Hanna. Ang ganda nun, no? Parang madaming realization si Miss Hanna during pandemic, ha?
Parang lahat naman, no? Parang madami talaga tayong na-realize during this time.
Ayun.
It's
How
nice
about Dr. Fendi?
Yes, Doctor.
During the pandemic, I've been fortunate enough to do teleconsultations as well as see patients face-to-face through scheduled face-to-face consultations under Skin and Cancer Foundation and private clinics of some of our consultants. So we continued despite the pandemic, the current situation in the pandemic, we continue providing help and care for our patients, including those with psoriasis. And just like Ma'am Hanna, I also had a lot of realizations. And our current situation now during pandemic really highlighted as well the lack that there are in our healthcare service, and it also made me realize na what else can we do for our patients. Kasi parang nag-surface din parang what na ang daming kulang pa and we can still do more. So this psoriasis registry is part of it. It is a step forward on how we can help our patients.
Yeah. And di ba po, ang healthcare, it never stops. I mean, it can't be paused. Di ba? Yes, so since naumpisahan nyo na naman pong i-mention ang psoriasis registry, maybe you can tell us a little bit of, give us a little bit of background or intro about it. What is it all about, Tuba? Yeah.
So just a small introduction lang regarding the Philippine Psoriasis Registry. So it is a registry that would house patient demographics, disease characteristics, treatment, quality of life. So it will be holding real-world data about psoriasis of Filipinos living in the Philippines so that we would know better. And with this, we can also help more.
Nice.
Yes. Actually, the main objective also of the study is to really start a nationwide system-based prospective collection of data on service and private patients. So, yung psoriasis and comorbid diseases, yung onset and progression and quality of life nga, and unmet needs nila, to the effectiveness, safety, and accessibility of various treatments available for them.
So talagang napakalaking magiging tulong nito sa psoriasis community, ano po? Kasi
yes.
parang makakakuha na tayo ng napakaraming data na very
Correct.
Philippine-based. And Philippine targeted, Philippine-based. Hindi na yung nakikibasa tayo ng journals or reports.
We've always mentioned the data available outside Philippines. We don't have our own data. Okay. Next question po. Kailan po ba ito na-roll out dito sa Philippines? Kailan po kayo nag-start nitong psoriasis registry?
It's fun. We started this dito lang, pandemic. We started rolling this out 2021. Start of 2021. So, until now, it's still ongoing. Supposedly, it's a 6-month program lang, but we extended it pa because we really wanted to reach out to everyone all over the country, even yung mga nasa provinces and mga secluded areas that, that are hard to connect with.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Pasensya
medyo
na po.
nag-aano, no? Ganun talaga pag live.
Yes.
Sundutan ko lang po yung tanong na yun, no? Gusto rin po naming malaman, paano po ba kayo nag-start for this registry? Can you give us some background? Paano tayo napunta dito sa psoriasis registry?
See.
Yes, Miss Hanna, would you like to take that?
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, this is an initiative of Sorphil and also Dr. Vermen Verallo-Rowell. So, ito kasing registry database na to, we really wanted to push with this kasi through PPR, through this study, we will be able to determine, number one, the number of psoriasis patients all over the country and be able to collate their data. And when we have the data, the researchers, doctors, lawmakers can use it as a basis for, our main objective talaga is to lobby it sa Congress to include and add more benefits to these patients. Because as we speak, psoriasis patients are only getting the benefits under PWD eh. So, hindi pa
Correct.
sila included sa
Yes.
PhilHealth, hindi rin siya like widely included sa mga cards like MaxiCare, PhilCare. So, what we aim for really is to give them the chance to be included in, other government benefits and perhaps maybe mga private stakeholders as well. So, yun talaga yung aim niya. Because, for those who are not aware, medyo pricey rin talaga yung prices ng mga gamot ng mga psoriasis patients, which we call biologics. And not everyone
Agree.
talaga can afford it. So,
nga.
we really wanted to push this para talaga to help out, to benefit din talaga lahat ng psoriasis patients all over the country.
Nice. Nako, marami pa tayong pag-uusapan po. Pero in the meantime, I'm very excited to introduce, nandiyan na po yung ating third guest, special
Oo
guest.
nga.
Yes, I'd like to introduce to our stage Dr. Vermen M. Verallo-Rowell. She's a dermatologist who is known na she has compassion of caring for psoriasis patients. For them, she combines use of the more active biologics na na-mention ni Ms. Hanna kanina with a holistic review of the possible triggers for their psoriasis, such as yung stress from lack of sleep, diets, from the inflamed skin, underlying infections, parang mga supplements and all. She likes to use the simple but highly effective VCO and VAS alba to heal the defective skin barrier so that the skin feels smooth and soft again. So yan, she strongly believes our Filipino psoriasis patients need real-world data from us. Hence, the Philippine Psoriasis Registry study that was born, She is inviting psoriasis patients to join psoriasis patients all over the Philippines, no? To
Correct.
join this registry para magkaroon tayo ng naming data about psoriasis. So without further ado, let me welcome on stage Dr. Vermen Verallo-Rowell.
Good evening, Cheya and TJ.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yes.
Hi, Doc. We are very excited.
What an honor to be invited to this broadcast. It's been quite a while since I came last, and it's always amazing what you people have done to the community of psoriasis patients all over the country. Very impressive what you're doing, including this law that was passed first reading already and things like that. It's fantastic.
And
Thank you
so,
so much for inviting me.
Thank you for being here. We would not have been able to do all those and achieve all those without people like you who continue to support us. And our
Correct.
community.
Yes.
So thank you very much. And we're very excited po today. Doc Fendi and Ms. Hanna have already given us some intro about this very special project that we're working on, which is the Philippine Psoriasis Registry.
Fantastic.
Yes, napakadami pong nakikita naming benefits to our community once we have the data that we need. So,
Okay.
Doc, maybe you can also give us a little bit of your view of this. Like, why is this important and where can we use it?
Okay. I hate to admit it, but I'm 83 years old as of the 5th of April.
Happy birthday, by the way, Doctora. We almost forgot.
As of the 5th of April. And tonight was birthday dinner for me by the family, but I told them I have to cut it short now because I have to be with my friends in the Sorfield community. So I've been treating psoriasis patients in the Philippines, golly, since the 1970s, about 60 years. And over the years, we discovered that the Filipino is, as we all know, we are so unique and different from the other people abroad who have also psoriasis. We respond to the drugs differently. We are triggered by different things from those people abroad. We respond with diseases that are also inside the body. Kasi psoriasis is what? Is an inflammation. Parang may sunog. And the skin is just the outside manifestation of that burning, that inflammation. But inside the body, ma-inflammation din. With other people, yung mga puti, the triggers for that inflammation are different from ours. Dahil puti sila. Iba ang balat, hindi sila nangingitim after the psoriasis appears. Diba? Sa atin, naiiwan talaga, may itim-itim dito at dyan. Iba sila, they live in cold climates. Malamig, may winter, may spring, may summer, may fall. Tayo, rainy season at hot season.
Yes.
Dalawa lang. Right? Tapos, yung pagkain natin, kaiba. I just ate a little bit of the green mango that fell from the tree and then linalagay ako sa bagoong. Wala sila niyan.
Sarap.
That's right. So, kaiba yung dieta natin, kaiba yung ating weather dito, kaiba yung ating mga infeksyon. You know, napansin ko rito sa Pilipinas talaga, yung tinatawag na guttate psoriasis, yun ang mas common sa Pilipino. Yung mga malilinggit na round spots all over the body, guttate ang pangalan yun. Tama?
Opo.
Yeah.
Whereas sa ibang bansa po.
Yun. And the reason for that, dahil infection yung pinaka number 1 nating problema sa Pilipinas. TB, number 1. Infeksyon sa balat. Yung mga bites ng pagkakinakagat ng lamok. It becomes infected, di ba? Yun, staphylococcal infection na yan. Yung throat, palaging may sore throat. Sino sa inyo dyan ang may sore throat ngayong may COVID? There. Sore throat, malimit kasi hinihinga natin at naaano yung mga bacteria, streptococcus, pumupunta sa throat. All of this put together is the reason why, sabi ko talaga, dapat tayo may sariling Philippine Psoriasis Registry. Dapat yung mga Pinoy mag-enter niyan para makita natin talaga how they are. Ano ang, nasa registry na talaga. Hindi lang katulad sa akin ngayong nagre-report sa inyo. Hindi lang si doktora, sabi ni doktora ganito, o sabi ni doktora Press ganito. Hindi. Dapat yung record ng kada psoriasis ilalagay sa registry at sasagutin yung mga questions doon. Then we can have a data of the Filipino psoriatic. We call that real-world data.
Nice.
So,
Now,
out of that real-world data, pwede akong tumuloy pa?
Opo,
Yeah, go ahead, Doktora.
Out of that real-world data of the Filipino, malalaman natin talaga paano kaya ibibigay talaga ang biologic. Paano kaya ibibigay yung mga herbals? Dahil may herbals tayong ginagamit nila na umuobra
Yes.
Including, of course, coconut oil. Kailan tayo mag-obrang, you go to methotrexate, alam niyo yung mga gamot na iniinom, cyclosporin, right? Kailan tayo magpapapuba? More or less alam natin, pero makita natin talaga, ano ba talaga ang maayos, mahusay, at ano. Kasi ako, I really believe, eventually, yung gamutan natin para sa psoriasis, kung we can give yung biologics as first-line treatment, imbis na gamot muna rito, ganyan, tapos pag ganyan, pataas ng pataas. So in the meantime, nagkaka-rashes ng marami, nahihiya yung bata, nahihiya yung matanda, nahihirapan yung taong magpa-apply, gigising 1 oras bago magtrabaho. Dahil isang oras kailangan maligo at maglagay ng mga ointments na yan. Sa gabi, pagod na. Ma-traffic, uuwi sa bahay, 2 oras. Pagkatapos maglalagay na naman ng ointment.
Yes.
You know? So, there's a way once we have that registry, malaman natin kung anong pinaka-primerong ibibigay para agad-agad mas mabilis at wala nang yung step ladder na tinatawag ng treatment for psoriasis. Agad-agad, mabiling. Kasi ngayon, molecular na ngayon ang panahon eh. We are now in the molecular age of medicine. Ang ibig sabihin yon, pagka nag-examine kami ng mga doktor, tinitinan ka muna ang balat, sasabihin ko, ay psoriasis. Sa mata lang yan. Ngayon, mayroon kaming dermoscope. Isang parang may camera na may ilaw, ilalagay mo sa balat. Aba, psoriasis din. Kung hindi pa rin sigurado, biopsy pa, right?
Yes.
Muna ng biopsy. Pero ngayon, in addition to all those, the treatment for psoriasis is down into the genes level of the skin. And by doing that, mas talagang naaayos ka agad ang psoriasis eventually. So, we can help the world of the drug companies as well as the people abroad para nilang malalaman talaga ang psoriasis ng Pinoy kasi iba tayo.
Yes.
At they can adjust what we can treat our Filipino patients na mabilis, gumaling. Paglabas, galingin, at malinis na. Tama ba yung akin? Bisaya ako kanya Tagalog ko
Tama naman, Doktor.
Very clear naman po. Ang pinaka-key takeaway ko po is the registry will really just be a start kasi from there, magkakaroon din ng mga research and studies na akmang-akma para sa mga Pilipino para mas mapabilis yung paggamot or hindi naman gamot pero pag-maintain or paggamot na rin ng mga psoriasis treatment, yes, ng mga Filipino psoriasis patients. Hindi na po tayo hahanap ng hihiram ng studies ng iba, po.
That's right. Galing ni Cheya. Cheya, you're brilliant.
Doktora, by the way, first of all, I would like to say thank you for your initiative sa pagka-map nitong Psoriasis Registry. Alam nyo po, napakatagal na po sa community ng psoriasis na lagi po naming tinatanong yung mga doktor, meron po ba tayong registry? Saan po ba kami magpaparegister? Things like that. Ilang years na po ang mga nakalipas. And yung ating pong mga doctors is medyo confused din sila kung meron po bang registry or wala, or baka hindi lang po sinasabi sa amin. And thank God, ito na po, dumating na po yung pagkakataon na we have our own version ng psoriasis registry. Katulad nga ng sinabi ni Coach Cheya, this is a data na pang Pinoy talaga. Data na mababasa na ng mga psoriasis patient na hindi na hinihiram sa data from the US, from Canada, or iba pang mga first world countries. So, ang ganda po nito initiative na ginawa ninyo, Doktora.
Very good. Salamat. Sa totoo lang, kailan inyumpisahan ang Sorfield?
Yes. Actually, magsi-17 years na po tayo this year. 2005.
2005, right?
Yes.
Alam mo, yang si Joseph na yan, di kami parang siyang nag-umpisa. Pero pinost ko yon. Sabi ko, hoy, pwede ba magawa tayo ng support group sa mga psoriasis? So Joseph was born. And then you've heard this story. Nako, nagiging popular si Joseph hindi lang sa Pilipinas, kung hindi pati sa Sweden, sa Norway, all over the world, sa WHO. Tapos siya ngayon ang nag-introduce sa akin sa mga international organizations. Because of them, in 2012 pa lang, nag-umpisa na akong nagsabi sa mga doktor ng aming society, gawa tayo ng registry. Gawa tayo ng registry. Walang so finally, ito.
Finally.
Sabi namin, tayo na lang ang gagawa at walang gumagawa, tayo na.
Nice.
Almost 10 years, po? Meron
Almost
po bang
10 years.
meron na po, yung sa ibang bansa po, because I understand may background din po tayong story nito eh. Anong bansa na po ba sa Asia or other countries na nag-perform nitong registry for psoriasis? Sa iba't
Okay.
yung local registries, bali.
I'll be very proud to tell you that all those registries, mga Bad Deer, mga ganon na naririnig nyo siguro, they are all Europe, United States, some places in South America and Spain, which is still kind of part of Europe. Yun ang mainly ang merong mga registries. Sa Asia, the only other Asian country na mayroon is Malaysia. Tayo ang pangalawa. Ang
Nice.
Taiwan, mayroon silang sarili nilang reporting system. Pero kasi naman sa Taiwan, alam mo naman mga Taiwanese, they have a medical insurance that insures almost 99% of the Taiwanese people for something like $35 a year.
Yeah.
So just about
Sana
everybody
all.
is a member of the Taiwan National Health Society. So they have their own records based on that. But it's not the registry like we have it, or like Malaysia has it, or that we kind of patterned on the European and the South American ones.
Right.
Kasi member kami ni member ako ng mga International Psoriasis Council, yung Global Psoriasis Atlas. So because of that, nakausap ko sila at sinasabi ko, ang Pilipinas, rapidly growing country yan. Don't call us anymore third world. Binigyan ko pa ng lecture sa isang meeting. Sabi ko, kasi sinabi, introduce ako, she's from the third world country, the Philippines. Punyataka ko. Let's clarify it. We were a third world country immediately after the war. But beyond that, the Philippines is one of the highest, fastest growing economy in Asia. And we are really, this is of course before COVID. But now, you never know what's going to happen. But the thing is that we're not a third world country. And I told
agree,
them,
Doc.
we speak English very well, the language of science. We're English speakers. We win beauty contests because we're very good looking.
Totoo naman yun, Doktora.
Ibang balat natin sa Taiwanese, ibang balat natin sa Malay, ibang balat natin sa Chinese or Japanese, di ba? Kaiba yung balat natin even among our co-Asia neighbors. And this is why we need our own registry because we are unique.
Yes. So, Doc,
Doktora, ito pong ginawa ninyong psoriasis registry, parang nagkaroon po ng personal identity ang mga Filipino with psoriasis.
Very well
diba?
said.
Nice. Yes.
Very well said.
Ang ating pong mga viewers online sa YouTube is naka-curious na sila, paano daw po sila magiging part nitong registry na to?
Galing. Okay. I have, who's going to do it? Dr. Bautista, do you have the JAT form? Can you bring it out, please? We will present you na lang. Is bonsai here? Wala, no? Okay.
Wala.
What we do is, anybody, whether you email, ang email ko is vmvrmd@gmail.com.
Alright.
V for Victor, M for Mama, V for Victor, R for Romeo, MD, parang doktor, MD, @gmail.com.
Ayan.
And then Hanna and Dr. Bautista will also give their numbers. At Ikay Bonsai. All you need to do is email and we immediately answer you. And then, in addition, pagka miyembro ka ng Sorfil, you just give your name to Paul and Paul gives us a list of names and then sends that as a long list to Bonsai and we will work on that also.
Ayan.
Immediate contact.
So, pinapakita po natin sa screen ngayon the email address that you gave, vmvrmd@gmail.com.
Ayan.
Opo.
Anna, can you give your numbers also?
Yes, Doctora. For if you're you want to participate, you can also send us an email to pprregistry2021@gmail.com or send us a message on our Facebook page, VMV Skin Research Center plus Clinics, or you may call us or send us an SMS in 0917-854-9485. It's in the screen, Doctora. They can just take a photo or screenshot.
Yes.
Ayan,
Yeah.
screenshot nyo na guys. Sa lahat ng
Yes,
mga interested
yes.
to be part of the registry, well, being a psoriasis patient, dapat talaga maging part tayo nitong
Yes.
registry na to, no? Because this is
Talaga.
our own identity, no? We are very excited na meron ng ganitong registry sa Philippines. Ayan, I think meron tayong ipipresent, no? Miss
Yes.
Bonsa is
Yes.
actually at the backstage.
Further chat.
He's ready to present paano nga ba itong registry format ng psoriasis registry.
Ano yung steps and what's expected of the patients. Ayan, let's
Yun.
present it now.
Yan.
Ayan.
There. So, well, for the time being, we conduct this study virtually lang talaga via email. So, yeah, we get our contacts from our clinic and sometimes from Sorfil. And we also get referrals. So once we have the details of the patients, we will then send them the written consent form via email, which includes broad explanation of the study of PPR, who we are, what we do, and our objectives. So when the patient agrees to participate and sign the consent form, they'll send us back this form, and we will schedule them and conduct a call or video call interview together with Dr. Vermen, Verallo-Rowell, and the resident doctor from Skin and Cancer Foundation. Currently, we have Dr. Fendi, Bautista. So, of course, you only contact those who consent in compliance also with the privacy law. So during the call, you will be asked to answer a questionnaire, which is shown on the screen. It's in a jot form. It will be encoded in an electronic database, accessed only, of course, by authorized members like the BPR manager and doctors and investigators of this registry. So this is the jot form.
Can you
So, yeah, there.
maybe give us more idea about what the questions that will be asked on the form? Meron po ba tayong example?
May I interrupt? May I add something? I just want to also say that if you want, kung na-challenge kayo sa email at saka sa computer, pwede na din na you ask for a printed version.
Yes.
Oh, that's possible.
Hard copy.
Dala namin yung printed version sa inyo. But kung marunong ka naman mag-print, you can also print it sa computer mo doon sa whatever hospital. So we make it whatever ang kaya mo. Many people ngayon gusto nila yung jot form kasi napakadali dahil tuk-tuk-tuk-tuk lang. But kung gusto ng doktor kasi masyadong busy at gustong may papel na lang na i-fill out, we can also send paperwork already or teach the person kung may printer how to print it.
Okay. So again, two ways of doing it. No, after they email you, they can either be interviewed by the doctor or ask for the soft copy of the file and then print it out and fill it out themselves. Right? Yan po yung two ways. Okay. Pwede rin po ba itong through our doctors clinic? Through our doctors clinics?
We only accept pagka-dermatologist. Kasi alam mo, ang diagnosis nito is based on the dermatologist saying na ito psoriasis talaga. Pagka ang PDS dermatologist magsabing gano'n, sigurado na kaming tama yung diagnosis. Because psoriasis can be mistaken also to be other diseases. Pero kung PDS dermatologist, sigurado tayo psoriasis talaga.
That's true. So kailangan po na-identify na or na-diagnose na muna na psoriasis before filling out the form. So iklaro ko lang po yun sa lahat ng listeners or viewers natin. Hindi po basta meron kayong complaint sa skin, fill out na, kundi
Yun.
magpa-diagnose po muna and then mag-register sa PSP.
Yes.
Okay.
And just to clarify as well sa mga viewers natin, no, you can go to your personal dermatologist, and as much as possible, dapat yung dermatologist natin PDS certified para we are assured na yung diagnosis talaga ay psoriasis. No?
Tama.
Ayun.
Very good. Also, ang primero nilang hihingiin sa kanila yung tinatawag na consent form. So sabihin mo kung gusto mo Ingles, Tagalog, Bisaya, you know, we can even translate I think to Ilocano kung gusto talaga ninyo. But ang consent form kasi dapat sasignan muna. So i-sign ninyo yun. May mga taong we experience, Cheya, TJ, na ano din yung may mga taong hindi sila marunong mag-sign nung maglagay ng signature nila, di ba?
Yes, Doktora.
For them, we tell them to take a picture of themselves signing. So, litrato nila with na nagsasign and then ipapadala yun. And then that is transferred by our bonsai or Hanna into the kami na ang gagawa.
Opo.
Ayun.
Meron po akong question. Paano po yung mga nasa far-flung areas or medyo mahina ang internet or wala pong access sa derma? Paano po natin sila pwedeng matulungan na makasign?
Kung Pilipino sila, pero doon na talaga sila nakatira sa Amerika, hindi namin isinasama yan. Pero kung Pinoy sila na nagtatrabaho abroad, pero bumabalik-balik dito sa Pilipinas, pwede pa yon.
Okay. So yung mga OFWs po na Filipino-based, kumbaga temporary lang yung nasa abroad sila. Opo. Pero yun pong mga taga-provinces na medyo mahina po ang internet or wala pong dermas, di ba? Issue pa rin po natin yun. Ano pong marerecommend natin para maka-register pa rin sila?
Ganitong gagawin nila, mag-text sila kay Bonsai or kay Hanna, sabihin ko nasaan sila nakatira, and then kami na ang maghanap ng dermatologist na da-diagnose sila na malapit doon sa kanila. Kung hindi pa rin pwede, basta't marunong sila mag-Zoom, pwede kaming gumawa rin ng diagnosis doon sa Zoom pagka may close-up pictures. Isipin mo, ngayong pandemic na ito, tuloy-tuloy yung aking teleconsultation ng mga pasyente. Psoriasis man o hindi psoriasis, pero tinuturuan namin yung pasyente na kukunan ng magandang picture at paano kukunin. Tapos ipinapadala kay Hanna o kay Ren yung aming tapos makikita namin sa close-up kung psoriasis ba talaga. So we can do it na kami ang kukonsulta sila sa amin or ipapadala o sasabihin kung sino ang doktor na malapit and will tell them to see them at least for free for the first consultation.
Nice. So talaga po, no, iulitin ko lang po, very flexible ang ating PPR na maski nasa probinsya kayo or nasa abroad kayo or medyo wala kayong access sa derma, tumawag pa rin kayo dun sa hotline or number or mag-text or mag-email kasi gagawan naman natin ng paraan or gagawan ng paraan nila doktora na malaman kung meron nga kayong psoriasis at makapag-register kayo. So kapag may hesitation kayo, wag na. Mag-message na kayo ngayon din. Screenshot nyo na
yun. And Coach Cheya and Dr. VMVR, para sa ating mga viewers no, na miyembro din naman ng Sorfil, just in case na sa mga liblib kayong lugar na medyo walang available na dermatologist, you can also contact Sorfil and we will connect you sa pinakamalapit na dermatologist para maging part kayo nitong Psoriasis Registry. Kasi after all, ang clinic naman ni Doktora at ang Sorfil, we're partner no pagdating dito sa ating psoriasis registry. Ayun.
Tingnan nyo talagang tatlo na kaagad yun. Naka-join na kayo ng Sorfil, na-diagnose muna kayo ng psoriasis, makaka-join kayo ng Sorfil at makaka-register kayo sa PPR. So talagang
Yes.
just like reach out and communicate with us kasi sama-sama natin para maging successful, kailangan tayo mag-participate lahat. Maski nasaan
And
man ito.
correct. And
Yes.
also, yung success nitong program na to, ma-achieve lang natin kung lahat ng mga may psoriasis sa Pilipinas is magpa-participate. So right now, if you're watching this YouTube channel, this particular episode of WWP, pwede nyo itong i-rewind or panoorin ang replay. Ang gusto lang po namin ipahatid sa inyo, please, find a way po na maging part kayo ng psoriasis registry. You need to be counted po sa registry na to because again, this is a data na gustong-gusto natin na magkaroon ever since pa na mabuo ang Sorfil. So ngayon na nandito na yung registry, ito na, let's count ourselves. Wag po tayong sana mapag-iwanan. If may mga challenges po kayong nakikita, communicate with Sorfil. We will find a way po para maging kabahagi kayo ng psoriasis registry.
Pati
Right?
kung meron kayong mga kapamilya, kaibigan na alam nyo na mukhang may psoriasis or hindi nyo sure, please tell them about this registry as well. The more people who sign up, the more successful we will be in this research. All right. So, Docs, and meron pa po mga ibang katanungan eh. Okay lang po ba? Tanungin
Pwede
ko na
namin
rin.
mo nang ituloy yung parang mabilis lang para makita yung mga kasi napakasimple talaga ginawa namin very simple ito, mag-click ka lang that ganyan, and walang susulat, may a few lamang na susulat ka pero otherwise click lang. Okay, pakita nga natin. Let's go fast. Yeah.
Akala ko
Yun, mga signature na yun. Pagkatapos noon, ito.
And Doctora, if I can walk through them sa mga i-expect lang po nila na questions or details na hihingin during the registration. So it's very easy. The questions are very easy to answer. And then the doctor or the dermatologist that is assigned to assist you can call you and walk you through while answering. They can actually be the one to answer the form as long as you're on the phone or you provide them of the details. So wala kayong problemahin if may mga clarifications or questions kayo. So some of the details that we will be asking from you are your personal details such as your full name, age, sex, where you live, and then your past medical history. So there, your nationality, your marital status, and then educational attainment, highest educational attainment, your physical activities, and then your income per month, and then your occupation.
Family income yun.
Yes, family income. And then next, and the next
So as you can see, click lang, no? You just select. That's all.
Yan, napakadali nga po palang sagutan, ano?
So for
itong part na ito nakakatuwa Gusto naming malaman what you think of your dermatologist. What you think of the company of the yung mga rheumatologists na nakasikaso sa inyo, yung government, yung drug companies, maganda rin yung sabihin ninyo sa amin talaga how you feel, parang ma-improve natin ang services para sa psoriasis.
Nice. Maganda yun, Doktora. Isingit ko lang po, available din po ba itong registry sa mga mas bata below 18 years old, or it should be they should be 18 years and above?
18 years and above.
Ayun.
Hindi namin sinama pa ang mga bata. In the next phase, isama namin ng mga bata. Ganyan naman talaga in research Unahin mo yung mga adults.
I see. Thank you, Doktora.
Thank you. Good question though. Go ahead, Fendi, please. Thank you, Doctora.
Yes. So here for the medical history, so we'll also ask the age that you started seeing the manifestations of your psoriasis and what age you've been diagnosed. So here naman, your doctor will still help you for the technical parts. And then we'll also ask if you have any family members with psoriasis and who has the psoriasis in your family, and if you're a smoker or if you've had any history of taking in alcohol or illicit drug use there. And then for this, we'd also like to see how much it's affecting the disease is affecting your life within the past 6 months. So I will also ask if how many no, how many visits you've had for the past 6 months due to psoriasis, how many days you've been off work or in school because of the disease, and how many times you've been admitted for the past 6 months because of psoriasis. So here talaga makikita natin yung impact ng psoriasis sa buhay ng bawat isa, and this can highlight how can we help more, what areas what they need further attention. So here, since ang psoriasis naman hindi lang siya balat, actually maraming nangyayari yan sa loob ng katawan at kadalasan marami ding sakit na kaakibat siya. So makikita natin dito kung ano din yung mga iba pang sakit na meron sila para in the future sa registry, makikita din natin ang iba pang aspeto na pwede nating pagtuunan at bigyang pansin kapag gumagawa na tayo ito. Kapag inilalapit na natin sa kongreso or gumagawa na tayo ng health advocacies and plans for our psoriasis patients. So ito, makikita natin yung iba't ibang mga sakit na tatanungin. Dito naman, since ang psoriasis ay isa ring metabolic, maraming metabolic problems, hinihingi din namin ang height, weight, weight circumference, blood pressure, mga simptomas na kadalasan na nararamdaman ng patient, which is itch or pain, and then the intensity of the itch or the pain that they're experiencing. Yun na rin yung type of psoriasis that they have. So as what Dr. Verallo has mentioned earlier, guttate yan. Guttate yung kadalasan na nakikita sa atin na mga Pilipino because of kadalasan na infection yung nagiging problema. So we'll also try to find out which type of psoriasis.
And their derma. Sorry.
Yes.
So, I was going to say their derma can help them, no, with that question. Yes.
Yes.
Para accurate din.
Itong next section is called the PASI. Fendi, I'll take over for the PASI.
Yes.
You can go through it quickly lang. Ito, part na ito, the doctor is really going to be in charge kasi sila ang titingin-tingin sa balat. Okay? And then they are the ones also that will summarize kung ano ang PASI. Please keep going. Going faster lang. Dahil this is not for them to fill up anyway. The doctor will be doing those questioning based upon that. And then out of all of that, magagawa na ng doktor yung PASI score. At kung mayroong sakit din sa nails, itatanong din itong mga question na ito, sumunod na, and again, the doctor will take care of making the score. Okay? So, hindi ito, kasi some people sabi, oy, gagawin ko ba yan? Hindi ko alam. You don't have to worry. Lahat yan ginagawa ng doktor na gumagawa with you. Okay?
Great. Great. So, hanggang dun lang po sila sa kanina, yung hanggang dun sa basic information about themselves, no? Understanding who they are. Okay.
Right. At saka yung picture na yon para ma-identify nila anong part ng katawan kasi sa psoriasis, di ba, may joint pains.
Opo.
So, titingnan nila and then if you fill out doon sa mga blocks below in the next section. Please go down there. Yon, right shoulder, lower back, etc. Next, please.
And Doctor, just to add as well then po, for the PASI score, since we're doing it most of the time virtually, yung interview through phone call, we would have to ask the patient to send in the pictures of their skin lesions. Since kailangan na may makita to see, to calculate the PASI score. When taking pictures, we can also send them on how they can properly take the pictures para makita namin better. So they don't have to worry about it. Even sa pagtitake ng pictures, we can guide them how to take yung which body part kung para mas makita.
Si Hanna at saka si Ren sa aming clinic, eksperto mag-instruct kung paano kukunin ang retrato, and then magkukulad sila niyan ang ganda-ganda. 'Di ba, Fendi? They do a great job.
Yes.
Okay. So ito naman yung topical therapy. Please go ahead, Fendi.
Okay. For the topical treatments, ito naman para makita namin what they are currently on. So may topical treatments tayo. Okay. If they've had any phototherapies, so meron tayong mga pinapahid, phototherapies, meron ding mga iniinom. Can you scroll down po?
Please proceed. Who's doing the moving?
Can you proceed pa sa okay. And then, yung tinatawag natin na mga systemic therapies, ayan, yung mga iniinom, methotrexate, mga cyclosporine, biologics, which is mentioned also by Doctora. So we'll just ask what medications or management they're currently doing or they're on. And then here, just an overall assessment of their condition. And then the laboratory workup that they've had for the last 12 months. And then as we know, ang psoriasis doesn't just affect the skin. It affects the entirety of our lives, how we deal and our lifestyle, our relationships with other people. So we'd also like to see through the Dermatology Life Quality Index how they've been or how their life has been over the last week. So yan, you ask kung nangangati ba sila, kung may masakit, kung nahihiya ba sila or nako-conscious ba sila sa balat, if may mga pagbabago sa pang-araw-araw nila because of the condition. So that's it. Actually, that's the last one.
Napakadali naman pong answeran yung first part eh. Tapos yung second part, it's really a partnership with your dermas, no? So wag kayong matatakot. Wag po silang matatakot.
That is called the Form A, JAT Form 1 or A. And that is everybody who enters the PPR fills it out. And then yung meron pa tayong dalawang forms, JAT Form B and C. Yung pangalawa at pangatlo, yung second form, if your doctor already decided that they will give you a biologic to treat you. Mayroon ng chance na hindi lang chance, you're already scheduled to start a biologic. Yan yung B. Tapos yung Form C naman, mas maiksi na itong B and C kasi you have to answer Form A first. And then if you're about to take a biologic, idagdag mo yung Form B. But if you are already on a biologic, Form A and Form C. Okay. Kasi naka-biologic. That way, makita rin natin ang epekto ng biologic talaga sa inyo.
Opo. Ako po yun yung fill out ko. I'm on biologic.
Yes.
With Dr. Trisha Tino, who is one of the dito.
Yes, she's one of the leaders namin.
Yes.
I'm actually I'm reading some comments sa YouTube, no. Evelyn said naging part na siya ng registry at si Dr. VMB daw ang nag-interview sa kanya. Wow. We also have Maria Westner Himor. Ayun, tapos na din daw siya at na-interview na rin siya. Ayun, no, nakakatuwa ang ating mga kabalat sa Surfield talagang masigasig maging part
Share,
ng registry. Di
oo,
ba?
para kay Coach Evelyn tsaka kay Coach Vester, share nyo dun sa chat yung experience nyo na, di ba, pakita natin how easy it is to actually fill it out para maengganyo natin yung iba. Kasi the form kind of looks long, but actually, I was able to answer it in maybe on my own less than 10 minutes, and then with my doctor, mabilis lang rin. Kasi
Yeah,
syempre
actually,
regularly naman pinag-uusapan eh.
ang
Oo.
napansin ko sa registry questions natin at Coach Cheya, napaka-comprehensive niya, no? These are the type of question na talaga namang tinatanong ng mga dermatologists and even rheumatologists natin. So nakakatuwa at nakaka-excite yung mga data na pwede nating makam up at yung mga studies na pwedeng makuha ng ating mga researchers at mga doctors, di ba?
Oo,
Talagang magkakaroon na talaga
kitang-kita
tayo ng sariling version ng mga
oo.
psoriasis data.
At nakita
Magiging
natin,
ang ano na 'to, Philippine settings na talaga.
oo, kitang-kita natin by the way the questions were asked na iniintindi talaga nila kung ano yung kalagayan natin bilang
Correct,
Pilipino. Kasi tingnan nyo yung mga questions mismo pang Pilipino eh. Pati
correct.
yung 'di ba,
Yeah.
herbs, yung mga ganyan, yung parang hindi naman natin na-access lahat ng gamot sa States pero nagtataka tayo ba't ganito yung questions yung mga research ng iba na nababasa natin sa internet. Ito, finally, it's ours. It's understanding who we are. So that's why it's so important na lahat tayo mag-fill out nito.
Yes.
Diba?
And yung mga question, pansin nyo, hindi lang siya all about psoriasis, even yung mga comorbidities, talagang na-touch, no, at natanong. So nakakatuwa kasi ito rin yung mga problems talaga ng mga patient, not necessarily about their skin, about their bones, but also including yung iba pang mga inflammation sa katawan. And those are the,
Yes.
I mean, mga concern na dapat talaga ma-address ng ating mga doctors. So nakakatuwa.
Pating psychosocial, 'di ba? How is it
Yes.
impacting our lives? Kasi
That's
it's
right.
affecting our work, it's affecting our social relationships. Let's be honest and be truthful and candid in answering this. So it's very important that we all get together and answer this. Pumunta na kayo sa mga doctors nyo ngayon din. Mag-message na kayo.
Sige na.
Correct. Di ba?
Okay, I
Lalo
have
na't
something to add.
allowed na.
I have
Go
something
ahead,
to
Doc.
add, TJ, along what you said. And how do I call you? Cheya?
Yes, Doc. Tama
Okay.
po.
So this is Cheya and TJ, along the things that you said. You know, do you remember the last table was on quality of life questionnaire?
Yes.
So I was showing the entire JAT form to Peter Van Voorhis, who is one of the experts abroad in psoriasis talaga, in charge of the Global Psoriasis Atlas. So tuwan-tuwa siya, nakikinig siya. No? So he said also, like what you said, it's very comprehensive. You have so much data. Sabi ko sa kanya, we haven't had any, so we are hungry for data. And I said, but you can see the Filipino is so different from you. I'll tell you already, in that quality of life, there were questions about, has it bothered your sex life? Right?
Yeah.
Have your husband rejected or wife or something like that? Most everybody who answered that question, they will say, no naman, doktora. Right? And there's another question there na, nahihirapan ka bang mag-apply ng mga gamot? And many of them will say, hindi, kasi tinutulungan ako ng kapatid ko, tinutulungan ako ng nanay. You know, I said to him, this country is full of compassionate Filipinos. That's why the husbands or the wives are compassionate to their partners in sex. It doesn't bother them. You know, and the patient himself or herself, tinutulungan ng mga kamag-anak magpaahid ng ointment. Wala tayong iniiwanan. So I said, this is different from your country, right? He said, very different.
Oo nga.
Nakikita po natin yung social support systems dito and how it helps our patients also, our community. Opo.
Totoo.
So, may question po ako kasi napakarami nga pong data na hinihingi. How do we ensure that the data is protected? And I want to encourage people to be honest and candid, but of course, I want to assure also everyone na how is it protected na hindi makaka-affect ng
You want to answer that, Fendi or Hanna, while I go to the bathroom quickly?
Yes.
Ayan.
Yes. I can answer.
Okay. To assure everyone or the who are planning to register, so we aim to protect your privacy, so you don't have to worry. So after you've provided your data, it will be assigned a unique ID. Okay, so this will be stored together with your answers that can identify you, such as your personal details, your name, birthday, addresses, numbers, in an electronic database, which only you, the the study manager, and the investigators can access. So the rest of your answers about psoriasis are the non-identifiable data. So these will be stored in an electronic database accessed only by us. Okay? So at the end of the study, we get access to the non-identifiable data. So not your personal details, okay? Just the non-identifiable data to Department of Health or lawmakers, which can help us in the future in giving more service to our patients, the pharmaceutical companies, or the PDS dermatologists who want to make studies out of the data. When they do this, another informed consent may be asked from you regarding their use of your data to ask permission, and so that you will be well informed.
Yes. Nice. So talaga naman po, again, to our viewers, kung meron kayong hesitation, huwag kayong mag-aalala. Yung lahat ng data nyo, hindi kayo ma-identify. Safe yung data na i-share ninyo. Okay? Ayan.
Correct. And knowing ang Sorfil, yeah, go ahead, Doctora.
Thank you very much, Fendi. Very well explained. We respect the Data Privacy Act of the Philippines of 2012. We really follow all of the rules of the Privacy Act of the Philippines. So, just like Dr. Fendi says, mayroon kayong data nga na identifiable ang pangalan mo at saka address mo, right? Yun, linalagay namin in a separate electronic database that nobody can access it except our manager, si Bonsai of the Psoriasis Registry, and as investigators. Kami lang talaga at walang ibang makakapag-ano nun. The other data, yung non-identifiable, tulad na kailan nag-umpisa o mga ganyan, non-identifiable yan, iba naman ang electronic database bank na linalagyan niya. Parang yun, pwede namin i-open doon sa gagawa ng mga research. Kami ni Dr. Steph Catalbas, Dr. Patricia Tino, Dr. Vicky Giliano in Southern Philippines Medical Center. Patricia is Makati Medical. Stephanie is with Quirino Memorial Medical Center. And and together with a fifth person called Dr. Lian Hamisola of the University of the East, Department of Dermatology, statistician namin yan. Kami yung kami yung nag-spearhead nito at kami ang pwedeng tumingin doon sa mga data na identifiable but nobody else. Non-identifiable, pwede naming ibukas doon sa ibang mga tao na gustong mag-research on things na pwedeng gamitin sa universal healthcare. Right? Or pwedeng magamit ng PhilHealth para gumawa sila ng standards of care. Or dito kay Dr. Fendi, kung gusto niyang gumawa ng study on the psoriasis in the urban poor versus the wealthy communities versus the rest of the countries in different parts of the Philippines. We can do all of that. And we as ang daming data talaga eh. So we can do so many studies from it. So, yun, malaking matutulungan are the lawyers, the lawmaking senators and people there, people in universal healthcare, the Department of Health, PhilHealth, and the hospitals and doctors. Malay mo, maybe from this study, eventually we might be able to tell the drug companies, you sell your drugs directly not to these centers, charge them at half the price so that more people can afford them. And because it will be in bulk to these places, we will identify, we can have more patients make use of the biologics so that they are cleared much faster and remain clear for a longer period of time. This is what my hope will be for the
like the end goal, no?
Free Philippines. Because yung sinasabi nung unang panahon na psoriasis is forever, don't believe that anymore. You have but you can mutate, you can modify ang tinatawag namin ngayon. You can modify the genes by the way we treat and use the biologics as well patients triggers kung ano ang nagpa-trigger ng kanyang psoriasis.
Correct.
Okay?
Hindi tayo kailangan maging victims. Pwede tayong makalive ng normal lives.
Exactly.
Correct. Nakaka-excite yun And looking forward to that, doktora.
Kung ganyan.
Kasi nasanay na kami na sinasabi na forever daw ito.
Forever, nako.
Wala palang forever.
Allergic ako dyan.
Tsaka doktora, kung ang ganda po ng pagkasabi niyo nung end goal dun sa, yun nga, yung magkaroon ng access sa mga gamot, tsaka mapamura, ganyan. I mean, di ba kung ako, hindi pa ako nakaka-register at marinig ko yun, ito yung, we are building towards this,
Yes.
Ito yung end goal natin. Yeah. Di ba, hindi pa ba yun dapat enough encouragement for us to go to our dermas and get registered?
Exactly, di ba?
Pwede ka.
Hindi po, pero talaga
nakaka-excite.
But this is so true, yes.
Yes. Kasi it's not just filling out a form. It has a bigger goal, which is really matutulungan tayo lahat to be free of this. I mean, di ba? Parang may sakit pa rin tayo, pero natutulungan tayo to be normal, to live active lives.
Yes.
So yun.
Yes. And Coach Cheya, as a psoriasis patient, it is a responsibility na maging active participant ng mga ganitong studies and registry dahil yung mga programs na pwedeng i-provide ng government dito nakasalalay. So if we really wanted na magkaroon ng access for treatment and medicine, itong registry na yung sagot. Because if we don't have the data, how can the government help us, di ba?
That's so true. Very true, TJ. How can the government help us if we do not tell them what we need?
Correct.
As a unified voice. Hindi lang si ganyan, si ganyan, sabi ni ganito. Hindi. Tayo, SORFIL with the Philippine Psoriasis Registry and the PDS and whatever. Diba?
Ayun. Ang ganda ng topic na to.
Legit po, genuinely.
Pero medyo kinukulang na tayo ng time.
Yes. 9:30 na, ang bilis. Okay, so Coach TJ.
Yes, before we end this episode, Dr. Fendi, Miss Hanna, and of course Dr. Vermen, any final message po sa lahat ng mga Filipino with psoriasis, in particular po dito sa ating sinusulong na Psoriasis Registry? Any final words or parting message po na pwede po nilang panghawakan for the greater good po na maging ma-access nila yung mga gusto nilang ma-access in the future?
Hanna, you first.
Okay. Just like what Doctora said, we have to have a unified voice para pagtuunan tayo ng pansin ng gobyerno at sana perhaps mga private stakeholders and organizations na din. So if you are a psoriasis patient or if you know anyone who is suffering from psoriasis and would like to participate in this study, please, you can send us an email to ppregistry2021@gmail.com. Again, that's ppregistry2021@gmail.com. Or you can send us a message on our Facebook page, VMV Skin Research Center plus Clinics. Or you can also call us or send us an SMS to 0917-854-9485. It's in the screen. You can screenshot or take a photo. So we're encouraging everyone to join and participate. This is for the better and greater good. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Fendi? Thank you so much, Hanna.
Thank you, Miss Hanna.
Doktora? Ang ganda ng buhok mo ngayon.
Thank you, Doktora. Firstly, I would like to thank our viewers for joining us this evening. We hope our talk was able to inspire and encourage our dermatologists and our patients with psoriasis to join. We can do this together, okay? You can contact us. So it was flashed earlier when you can contact us. So you can join the study. Send us an email in ppregistry2021@gmail.com. There you go. Or send us a message on our Facebook page or text us at 0917-854-9485. If you have any questions or doubts, just let us know. And we are here to help you. For clarifications, just contact us. I hope everyone is having a great evening and keep safe. Thank you, Sorphil, for this platform.
Okay, I will, being the oldest, I will be the one to give the last words. TJ, you said a few words that is memorable for them to remember, right?
Yes, Doktora.
So, before I give mine, I just want to tell people that if you're from Mindanao, the Davao Southern Philippines Medical Center, si Dr. Vicky Giliano at yung mga residente doon at mga dermatologists, pwede kayong matutulungan. I'm really sorry, hindi ko memoryado yung kanilang email, but if you email me, pag taga doon ka sa Davao at gusto nyong magpapatingin kay Doktora, we will give you the contact with Doktora Vicky Victoria Giliano, Southern Philippines Medical Center. Dito naman sa Manila, si Dr. Makati Medical, si Doktora at sa Rizal Memorial Hospital, si Doktora Patricia Tino. Yung dalawang, one is a government hospital and the other is a private hospital, yung Makati Medical Center sa kanila. Ako naman si Doktora Stephanie Catalbas naman is sa Quirino Memorial Medical Center at saka sa VSRC. Katulad sa akin, at ako naman ay talagang I head sa Quirino Memorial Medical Center din ako. My last words, Philippine Psoriasis Registry, mayroon na ang Pilipinas. Remember that, because of you, magkakaroon na tayo ng Philippine Psoriasis Registry. PPR, okay? Join, please, and make this come true soon so that Dr. Vicky, Dr. Tricia, Dr. Steph, Dr. Lian Hamisola of UANI can already write the initial manuscript na ipapadala namin sa Europe para nila ma-publish doon sa kanilang medical journals. So hindi lang tayo ang tumatanggap ng journals nila na may kanilang mga studies. Tayo ngayon na magpapadala sa kanila para makita nila kung anong klase ang psoriasis natin sa Pilipinas. Okay? So PPR. Join PPR. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ayun.
Parang election lang. PPR. Yes.
Thank you so much, CJ and Cheya. This has been a wonderful experience. I feel so energized by it. Thank you. And I'm sure
Thank you,
Hanna and
Doktora.
Fendi feel the same way.
You're actually doing it for us. So thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, talaga po, ang dami kong takeaways. And for those who may be viewing this on demand or after the live, you can still ask your questions on the chat box or on the comment section, and we will try to get the answers from our doctors para matulungan pa rin namin kayo. So lahat ng Pilipino na may psoriasis, please encourage them PPR to
Yes.
fill out this form. And yes.
One last thing lang, TJ, there is a woman behind the scenes that I would really like to mention here, because she is the one who works so hard. Without her, I wouldn't know I would only do 1/3 of the job I'm doing. She is a fantastic lady who's been with me for I don't know how many years now.
15 years, Doktora.
15 years, there you go. 15 years already working in our company with me and my family even. Her name is Bonsai Elisa Eugenio. She's got actually a BA in international affairs from Ateneo. She is my assistant, and I would like to say thank you very much, Bonsai. I know you're there listening. And thank
I
you
think
very much.
Miss Bonsai is here. Baka pwede natin siya ipasok.
Para
Para makita ng ating mga viewers.
We want our viewers to meet you.
Ayan, nandito siya. Hello, Ma'am Bonsai.
Behind the scenes natin.
Mag-last word ka, bilis. Kasi ano lang daw tayo.
The last word is, I just want to encourage everyone to please sign the informed consent form. So, PPR pa din. So, I just want, if you have any questions or anything about the informed consent form, you can contact me anytime to the numbers that you are given or email me. And I think that's it for me. Para lang, since this registry will be successful, not just for us, but for everyone, for every members of the psoriasis group. That's it for me. And thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And I for every one of us from PSRC to join this podcast. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonsai.
Ayun, thank you so much, Bonsai. Ayun, sa ating mga viewers, see you again next week to our another exciting episode. And don't forget our new time slot every Saturday, 8 p.m. to 9:30 here at WWP or Weekends with Shorefil. You can check our updates and YouTube link of our Weekends with Shorefil for tonight's episode. I-search nyo lang po ang aming official Facebook fan page, Psoriasis Philippines. Don't forget to follow and share. And Coach Cheya, how about our YouTube channel?
Yes, we also have the Sorfil YouTube channel kung saan yung pinapanood ngayon. Please don't just like, but also subscribe. Ayan, yung subscribe button, nakikita natin lahat para ma-notify tayo every time merong bagong episode. And don't forget to share some of these videos with people that you know who have psoriasis and who would be interested in our episodes. Share the videos also.
Alright, bago tayo magpaalam, bigyan diin lang natin, Philippine Psoriasis Registry ongoing na po. So lahat ng mga kabalat, please have yourself counted po at maging part nitong registry na to. Again, PPR. So again, my name is TJ, your host for today. And with me is Coach Cheya. See you again next Saturday.
Thank you so much.
Dito sa Surfil, kabalikat mo, kabalat. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Doc, picture muna tayo.
Para picture muna daw. Stay muna. For photo op.
And happy birthday.